So we'll start. In the meanwhile, if someone is joining, so kindly admit them.
Yes.
Okay, so Shri Matre Namaha, everyone. Thank you for taking time out and attending this review of Kalavana workshop. Here we'll be giving you a brief introduction about the Kalavana process. The main workshop as such is tomorrow, 8 p.m. IST. And those who also wish to attend the main workshop can WhatsApp me separately. A little introduction about myself. I am your host, Bhairav Dutt. I am a SriVidya Upasak. Also, I am the author of a book, Ganesha and his 32 Forms, along with Dr. Pallavi. I am a retired army officer and having a corporate experience of more than 20 years. I am partner with Dr. Pallavi on our website, sansmart.com, and also helping Dr. Pallavi in her portfolio of various offerings she is providing to the world through social media and many other platforms. About Dr. Pallavi, she is an anesthesiologist and critical care expert by profession. Along with this, she trained herself in alternative modes of healing and experimented deeply with many spiritual technologies over the past 2 decades. These includes Reiki, energy healing, crystal therapy, angel healing, Hatha and Himalayan Kriya Yoga, Shri Vidya, Advaita, and many more. Dr. Pallavi churned out 13 published books on various subjects, and she continues to blog almost daily for the past decade. There are over 3,000 blogs on her website on a variety of topics. Her books are translated in English and Hindi and well appreciated worldwide. She has a website, drpallaviquatra.com. All the offerings are there, which can be easily accessible in popular languages across the world. She turned to teach Shri Vidya and Shakti through her body of work called Shakti Awakened on Shakti, which includes books, Energize Shri Yantra, e-courses, blogs, podcasts, and other tools for Kundalini healing. Her vast experience and deep devotion to Shakti inspire her to offer soulful pratnas for Lok Kalyan and welfare for many through her
पापा के लिए भैरव वो करवानी थी वो भैरव गायत्री मंत्र होता है ना वो ये करती है हमें सिर्फ पैसे देना
I'll request Dr. Pallavi kindly mute everyone.
Yes, I've done that.
Yeah. So her vast experience and deep devotion to Shakti inspire her to offer soulful pratnas and for Lok Kalyan and welfare of many through her offerings of chanting and puja services. Her deep experiences, knowledge, and intuitive knowings have allowed her to be versatile in many subjects. So, without taking much time, I'll request Dr. Pallavi to take over the session and take us through this wonderful sacred process called Kalavana. Give us introduction about what it is and how it is done. Over to you, Doctor.
Okay. Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Good afternoon from India. I think there are people joining us from all parts of the world. So I welcome you all. And I'm very happy and humbled with this occasion that I have waited for almost 5 years. It's a part of a learning curve, I'd say that, because SriVidya is not something that you can inherit, learn, absorb, or even practice without being chosen by the divine. That's what I feel. So you need nishtha, that is, like you need devotion and discipline both to work with SriVidya practices. It's not something that comes easily to everybody, though there may be a very deep longing to learn and connect with Shakti, because that is the spandan of our life. That is the vibrational field that we all experience. So we may find it very easy also. It's very palpable in the present and yet so distant when it comes to learning it, like in a traditional path of SriVidya. So I request all of you to mute yourself, please.
And kindly open up your cameras if you want to open up the cameras, because it will be good to see each other while we speak and discuss. You are muted, Dr. Pallavi. You need to unmute yourself.
So my journey of Shakti began around 5 years back, around 2018. And from that time, I am still, I'd say, in the learning curve where I have been practicing and disciplining myself to various practices like the chanting of Lalita Sahasranama, Lalita Trishati, Khadagmala Stotram, and this very unique process called as Kalavahana. So today we are going to be having a brief preview of what is Kalavahana about, because it's not a much spoken practice in the SriVidya tradition also. So I just want to bring around a preview for you to understand, first of all, what is the concept of Kalavahana and why should we want to learn Kalavahana or to participate in Kalavahana pujas. So I'm just going to be doing a screen sharing and share a short PDF where I will be talking to you and showing you some things. Bhairavji, is my PDF visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So in 2019, I visited Devipuram for their Mahakumbh Abhishekam, which is held every 25 years. Devipuram is a very sacred place in Andhra Pradesh in India, where there is a unique temple which is shaped in the form of a Sri Yantra. And the place was conceptualized and created by Guru Amritananda ji, who has been my inspiring force, just like my own guru, like Bhagwan Ramana Maharishi is my guru, but I see Amritananda ji as my SriVidya guru and in the same light, because the compassion of these rishis is unparalleled. In a time where, like in this Kali Yuga, everybody is just hankering on to create something for themselves and create a monopoly over things where they don't want that to be shared by anyone other than them. And in a tradition like SriVidya, where so many teachers are there, but they have a very meticulous and cruel path, I would say cruel, because not everybody is able to. Guru Amritananda ji was a very exemplary person. He was a nuclear scientist, and at a very ripe age, he suddenly gets a vision from Devi herself, and where he's told that you need to go and build this temple for me. And he's astounded because he's a scientific approach. And here he is being told and almost forced to become a SriVidya guru. So that is the starting point of his journey, which takes him into multiple levels of abidance, just one, no question asked. And he just keeps following the internal guidance that he's receiving from Shakti and creates this huge place called Devipuram, this huge body of work. These people who are flocking to him from across the world Why, how does this happen that one person, what changes in that one person suddenly that everybody is just so magnetically drawn to him? I myself was drawn to him because of his karuna, his compassion, and the simplicity with which he intended to bring SriVidya to all, not just for a select group, a select elite group, but he said Shakti is present in all of us. And so all of us have the due right to experience her. So this is the man, this is his vision, and coming from such a lineage, I find it to be of great responsibility that I should also be doing things that fall in that vision lineage. So for past 5 years, I've tried to bring SriVidya to many people without checking their qualifications. People have admonished me. They've said, no, you can't just share SriVidya like that. But then why not? Why not is the question. We are not in some dark ages. We are right in where we are. And if there is a person who wants to learn, then, and he has the discipline, he has the commitment, he has the devotion, then why should he be debarred just because he is not able to follow a certain chronological order that most SriVidya schools are following? So here is a process that we are going to be talking about called Kalavahana, and this Kalavahana process was actually offered by Guruji because he envisioned that in the urban ages, in our times, like we are living in modern cities and we have many roles and responsibilities to carry on. It is impossible for us to actually sit down and do a Shri Yantra Puja for 6 hours like a typical traditional style. So how do we actually experience the benefits and the auspiciousness and the presence of Shakti in our lives? Do all of us need to do our puja? Only then can we feel Shakti? That is a question that we need simpler for us. By offering this unique process called Kalavahana, which has got the same benefits, the same auspiciousness, everything just like a Shri Yantra Puja. And that takes around half an hour to do. So it can be inculcated in your daily life. It can be done once in a while also when you have a special occasion and you want to self-pamper yourself. Or do something celebratory where Shakti is being rejoiced with. So he made it very simple in that way. So Kalavahana is a process coming from the SriVidya lineage of Guru Amritananda ji. That is what I want to focus on. And how do most of us perceive Shakti? We perceive her as an idol, as a form, as a yantra. So there's always a duality to it. I'm here and Shakti is out there somewhere on some throne there and is highly unapproachable because she's all decked up in those jewels and she's like standing up from there and saying, no, you can't come to me. Is Shakti really that? That is a question we need to ask ourselves. Or is Shakti the living, pulsatile, moment-to-moment prana, the moment-to-moment spandan, the moment-to-moment vibration in your life? So is Shakti different from you? That is the question. Now, in a Shri Yantra, if many of you know about a Shri Yantra, there is a tip of the Shri Yantra. Now, what is that tip? That tip is called Bindu. So, what is the Bindu? The Bindu is a single point. It's a point of singularity. So, how about experiencing Shakti as yourself and in the non-dual state, in the non-dual consciousness? So, Shakti being yourself only, not Shakti being outside, worshipped in any other idols or anything outside. How about a totally phenomenal, revolutionary approach to the whole understanding of our conventional way of Shakti? There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with the worship, the ritual, the decking up, the ornamentation. No, nothing is wrong with that. But what is the end point or the end of SriVidya sadhana? It is to come to that Bindu point of non-duality where you experience Shakti within yourself. There is so much empowerment that you do not need to go out and do any ritual to experience her. You may do it for the sake of celebration. There is no hard and fast rule that you can't do that. But essentially, your life is not based on doing a ritual to experience Shakti. Because you know that you are it yourself. You are the self. You are the Shakti yourself. So Kala Mahna is such a process which brings you that kind of empowerment, that kind of bliss state, that kind of dynamic vitality within your system that you stop looking for outside. That's what is the whole idea. So now, who are the people who are qualified to do Kalavahana or to participate in it or to do it? Because there's a whole hoopla about the initiation process and the Diksha process in SriVidya. So then how come, like, who is going to do we need a qualification in it? So the answer to this is no, you do not. If you have love, devotion, and are willing to spare a certain quantum amount of time in a disciplined manner in your life, you are eligible. There's no other thing that's needed. Both sexes are eligible. There is the sexual identity of being a man or woman is something related to our body consciousness, and Shakti is not confined to that. So for many people, I'm answering these very basic questions because people keep asking these questions. That is why for some of you, you may find the question only very absurd, but for some other people, these questions may be very important. That as a man, can I worship Shakti? Yes, why not? You all can worship Shakti. You all can connect to her. You already are her. Then the people who should work out with Kalavahana. These are the people who are actually on some advanced of spiritual understanding, where they are truly seeking the states of inner freedom inside, and also be able to excel and impact the world through whatever body of work that they are doing. Maybe somebody's a housewife, somebody's a businessman, but they should be able to express their highest potential in life. So if you're a person who's wanting and seeking that, then Kalavahana is the process for you. If you're a person who's a fitness freak and who wants very, stable health, disease-free states, no disease, you're just feeling very blessed and calibrated in your body, then you should go and work with Kalavahana. So these are the people who can approach this process to help themselves. Yeah, and I forgot the last one. That's the marital couples. Yes, definitely in our times, we have come to a point of plastic relationships with within our closest associations. So not only for couples in terms of marital couples, but in terms of mother, daughter, or like a brother, sister, anything. So wherever two people want to feel very extremely close and auspicious about each other, they want to redefine their equation. They want to redefine the intimacy. They want to really be very respectful of each other. Then to deepen the bonding, they can benefit from this process. They can do to each other, which will help them to come together in a brand new way altogether. So now we are all benefit-driven people. No harm in that, no issue in that. So taking it from there, we want to understand why we must do Kalavahana, because we don't do anything without the promise of a endorsed stamp paper benefit. पहले चाहिए हमको कि क्या होगा, क्या मिलेगा, तो मिलेगा. Don't worry. Shakti is not going to leave you untouched. She is going to ensure that you are drenched in that bliss somehow. So as I said, this is a puja that is equivalent in its benefits to a proper Navavaran Shri puja. It's a complete spiritual process. It is for all people who want to have impactful and successful living in the world, want to make a mark, who want to do something different, want to lend themselves and their unique presence to the world, who want to be successful in what they do. Okay. So a lot of material abundance, a lot of good health coming your way if you're ready to do the work with discipline. Now here, since we all want to know more benefits because we want to grab on more benefits, this is a list of it, but I am just going to tell you about 2-3 very unique benefits of Kalavahana. So if you see in that slide, the DNA course code alterations is something that I want to emphasize on. So this is not a mere puja that you just come, participate and walk out of. This actually changes the neural pathways, the way that you're wired in your system. Many of us are going through difficulties and obstacles in our life where no matter what we do, we never seem to succeed. There's always a blockade there. Why does that happen? Because we are carrying the DNA coding from our ancestors. We are not able to succeed because there are always blockages there. So if we were to go really into the grassroots level and repair that, then not only we get benefited, but our generations further get benefited. So this is one very unique way that Kalavahana can impact your life. It's not just a superficial patch situation. It really goes deep down and works out all the obstacles and the issues that are blocking you. Other than that, I have mentioned nakshatra and star portal activations. So that's like very unique because we all understand in the Hindu mythology about the grahas, and we know that from the ancient science of astrology, how these grahas and planets actually impact us, and they cause difficulties for us and also, and they bless us also. So if we have the planets to our side, backing us up, then how effortless and smooth are going to be. So in the Kalavahana process, we actually do an invocation of all the grahas. We actually invoke them into our body. So you can imagine that how auspicious it gets. Other than this, I have mentioned the non-dual Bindu consciousness of the Sri Yantra, where you are able to experience Shakti in a very brand new way as yourself, within yourself. So it sets you free from any kind of anything you want to do outside. You're free to do that, but you're not relying on that anymore. Once you have worked with the process with discipline for a couple of certain number of days, you will yourself experience that state where you will feel empowered and you wouldn't want to lean on anything. Other than that, there's obviously the other qualities of leadership and peace and quiet and emotional healing and a lot of other things. But the unique points that I've mentioned here are also a brand new vision to your own perception, to your own sexuality. You become comfortable with yourself. You are comfortable with your desires because those are not something that you need to shame off from. They are something that you need to accept, flow and transcend. So you get into that path work after you work with Kalavahana. You stop shying away from that. You experience your desire. You allow it to flow through you. So very wonderful for marital couples also to be able to experience this together. Now, a very brief overview of what is Kalavahana, what are the steps that we'll do, because you want to know what actually happens in the puja. So the puja you can do on yourself, on your own body, or you can do it on another person's body. So for the workshop that's happening tomorrow, either you could come together, either you could come alone, or you could come with your partner on whom you want to worship your partner as Shakti. So you can get along somebody who is close to you, dear to you, and you can do the process on their bodies. There are 3 major steps in Kalavahana. In the first step, Just as if a guest would arrive to your house and you would clear space for him and make things decorative and, clean and beautiful. You keep your home clean before your guest arrives. So in the first part, your body, your chakras need to be clean, and all the Shakti flowing through the chakras has to be in constant flow, and the chakras have to be activated. So in the first part, we are going to be doing a process where there's going to be a lot of, I'll be guiding you through the mantras, and I will be asking you to place your hands on the major 7 chakras. So that way, through the 51 matrukas. Now, what are matrukas? Matrukas are Sanskrit alphabets. I will show you one slide after this, in which it is not coincidence or synchronicity alone, but it is a scientific principle that each of the chakras have got petals, and there are 51 petals to the 7 chakras, and there are 51 syllables of Sanskrit, which are called the matrukas. So we are going to activate each petal of each chakra through the Bijakshara matrukas. That is what we are going to do in the first part. Other than that, we are also going to invoke various kind of protective forces into our chakras, like those are called kalas and gods, goddesses. All those are going to be welcomed into our own chakras. So that's the first step of Kalavahana. In the second step, now that your chakras are prepared and Devi has been beckoned on, we would like to make it a living reality. So something of the process called as prana pratishtha or energization. As we all know, there is no essence in matter that has not been consecrated. So we will be consecrating our bodies. We will be doing prana pratishtha to our bodies in the second step and activating the Lalita energies in our system. In the third part, we are just going to be celebrating. So we are going to celebrate Shakti through the chanting of Kadakmala stotrams, and we will be celebrating Shiva through a set of his names which are given to him, and those are called as Guru Namavali. So we will be chanting that. So this is what I wanted to show you. Like, these are the 3 chakras of your base, and as you see, this is the Mooladhara chakra, and we all know of the Bijakshara of Lam for activating the root chakra. But how many of us know that the root chakra has got these 4 petals which can individually be activated through various bijas? So here, this is what we are going to do. We are going to do an individual matruka activation of each of the chakras that we have. So this is a bit brief about how and what is Kalavahana. Now, there are 3 ways in which you can connect or experience Kalavahana. There is an e-course on my website. If you want to learn Kalavahana and do it yourself in the comfort of your own homes, there is a guided video, step-by-step video. You just need to take the course and you need to follow the video instructions. And within 30 more minutes or every day, you can do the practice inside your own home. You don't need to come to me or visit anywhere or go or do anything. Simple as that. Second way to experience Kalavahana is coming for a workshop, for a living puja workshop, which is happening tomorrow. That could be your first experience of how Kalavahana feels like. So come for a living workshop. It could be very different from a course. It could be a unique experience for you. The third way in which you can experience Kalavahana is by scheduling a personal puja with me on Zoom. So I will be guiding you one-on-one in that Zoom session, which may be around 1.5 hours, in which I will be guiding you and you will be doing the puja onto yourself or on your couple's body, partner's body, as I explained earlier. So this is about it. I'm showing you a short glimpse about the e-course that I have on my website. I'm just sharing the screen again. 1 minute. Is my screen visible, Bhairavji?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Shri Matre Namaha. Welcome to the do-it-yourself Kalavahana ritual to discover Devi within. Kalavahana Puja is a powerful form of SriVidya practice that has been offered by Pujya Guruji Sri Amritanandanatha Saraswati of Devi Puram. The practice allows us to experience unity consciousness where we can see that there is no difference between us and Devi. The non-dual state achieved after this powerful ritual can open one's perception to the Bindu consciousness where all becomes one. We know of many powerful traditions and rituals of worshipping Shakti through offerings to yantras, murtis and more. This unique practice enables us to invoke Devi within our bodies, powerfully reminding us that Devi is within us and not outside. This puja opens the benefits of Sri Chakra Puja to you. It is very powerful but has been kept very secret so far, and the intention of this video is to make it available to all who have devotion and discipline to follow Devi's path. So basically, that was a brief glimpse from the yes.
Now.
1 minute, 1 second.
Now, we will invoke various colors.
Okay. So that's what I just wanted to share with you. Anything else that is needed from my end? Any questions?
Yeah, so I will do a little representation, or let Mr. Pradeep ask. If Mr. Pradeep, would you like to ask something? Okay. So, Dr. Pallavi, I would like to ask a few questions. First one is that how do I need to prepare myself for the Kalavahana workshop?
Okay, so it's fairly simple. We're doing it in a very baseline, traditional, nothing. You can go on expanding on the kind of offerings that are needed. There's no end to what we can offer to the Lord and still find it very short, because ultimately everything that we've received is from the Lord. So what can we offer? But definitely you can do you can arrange offerings, like extended offerings like flowers, like fruits, like essences and ornaments and vastrams and elaborate things. But here we are trying to work out something in a very simplistic manner. So for this process you just need 3 things. First, you need to come yourself, definitely, without having too much of mind and mental question. You just need to come, that's it. And second you need is a small tea light candle or diya, small amount of kumkum and a Shri Yantra. Now, if you do not have a Shri Yantra, very simple, don't worry. Just take a printout of a Shri Yantra 2D kind of a image, laminate it and come to the puja and do your kumkum archana on that laminated thing. You definitely need a quiet space, for undisturbed space, for half an hour to 40 minutes where you're just going to allow yourself to love yourself. So if you don't have that, then I'm sorry, you're not qualified to come. You have to love yourself when you do the puja. So come when you have time at hand and you're peaceful and you're prepared. That's it.
So, can I participate it along with the partner, or will I come alone in this puja?
Yeah, you can come alone. You are also wonderful if you come alone and you do the puja to yourself. You touch, you feel, you activate, you perceive. It's like the best gift you offer to yourself. If you are very happy to do the puja onto your partner, which could be your husband, your wife, your daughter, and you want to make them feel very special, so you want them to feel like Devi, then you can come with them. And you can, as I give you the instructions, you place your hands on their chakras. And actually, in the physical process, there's a proper ritual abhishekam of bathing the person, the recipient, through like, just say in the temples, the idols, they take extended periods of time to do a lavish abhishekam to the idol. In the same way, in the actual physical process, you can give a ritualistic bath to your partner. You can do anointings of various kinds of sugandhams, of lepams. You can do elaborate things that make your partner feel very pampered, very special, and very beautiful. So you can come alone or with your partner. Most welcome.
Sure. And if I am undertaking this ceremony, what can be my experiences? Maybe during the ceremony or after that, what can I experience in this?
So this whole manifested universe is the play of Shakti. Not even one flower resembles the other flower in the same garden. That is how expansive the manifested form of Shakti is. There is no dearth to the amount of experience that can be had in a single individual. Even his own experience every time that he undergoes the puja can be totally different from the past one. So, and there might be people who may just not be, who may be too much in their head, and they may be just dissecting out and looking out for some Kundalini experiences, and it's not happening. So they may feel that, oh, I have just wasted my time. So if you're very calculative, then Shakti is not coming to you, boss. No, she's not coming, because she's coming only when you are singing to her, when you are you are invoking her with love. So if you have that love and longing, there will be no dearth to the kind of experiences that you can have. Somebody has asked in the chat window that if they'll have some Kundalini experience or sexual experience during the puja. Yes, why not? Nothing is a sham here, and nothing is not allowed. So you may have Kundalini spikes, you may have visions, you may have very creative idea downloads, you may experience lightnings in your body, you may have many kind of things. You may find yourself very peaceful, very detached, and very composed. You may have advanced samadhi states. So there is no end to the experience here. You have to come and experience it yourself.
Right. And how can the process help increasing the bonding between myself and my partner? And is this a sexual process basically?
This is not a sexual process per se, but definitely if you are doing it with your like a love partner, there's a lot of pampering involved. There's a lot of, I'd say, foreplay involved. So if you take it like that, then definitely it could get transmigrate into a sexual process, but it is actually not a sexual process. It is a very sacred process where you worship your partner as Shakti. So there's a lot of devotion. It's more devotion based rather than sexuality based. That may just come along with it, but it's not really the main goal that you should come with if you want to do this puja. Also, that how you asked me, how does it help with couple bonding? So at least you will spend 40 minutes together. I'm saying that is the biggest benefit that you may have, because in times of today where couples are not even sitting with each other, and even if they're just holding on to their mobile phones, they're not with each other in presence. Are we with we have to be in presence with our partner. we have to offer our presence. वो ही नहीं हम कर पाते, तो एटलीस्ट 40 मिनट्स का एक स्लॉटेड स्पेस तो होगा जहां पर हम बैठ पाएंगे, कुछ आराम से बैठेंगे, कुछ कुछ अच्छा करेंगे, कुछ ऐसा करेंगे जिससे हम सिर्फ जिसमें हम दो होंगे और कुछ नहीं. नो वर्ल्ड बिटवीन अस, नो माइंड्स बिटवीन अस. So that's how the intimacy and bonding is always not about sexuality. Sorry to say, it's a very limited way of looking at things. Sexuality and sexual chemistry comes much later in life. First of all, you need to connect from here and here. वो connection नहीं है, उसके ऊपर sexuality overlap भी करना चाहते हैं. We want to make a full Bollywood picture movie of our relationship, best archetype couple. How is that going to happen? No, it's not happening like that. It needs time, space, and acceptance. Respect for your partner. So first come and do n number of pujas to your partner, and then you will come to that point where you will be able to say, yes, I do feel little snuggly and very close to my partner. That is the time that you can build on that relationship and bond more with your partner.
So, any of the sexes can participate, whether it's men,
Yes.
women, children, anyone can come over and see. So basically, it's acknowledgement of your key points in the body, your chakras, and activating them with specific coded mantras. Basically, I think that's a very unique thing. It's like we have been told whatever pujas we have been participating is basically worship something outside of us, an idol or a photograph, or we visit a mandir or something. But I think the uniqueness of this process is honoring ourselves, finding where are those touch points within our body, along with the specific mantras to activate them. So that's it. These are the questions from my side. If any of the participant would like to ask, आप लोग अपने mics को unmute कर सकते हैं, and you can directly ask to Dr. Pallavi. And tomorrow will be the live puja. So whomsoever wants to join can WhatsApp me, Bhairav Dutt, or WhatsApp in the group of Dr. Pallavi, and we'll take you to the paid WhatsApp group. In the meanwhile, please ask your questions. Unmute yourself. आप अपने questions पूछ सकते हैं.
Can I ask the question?
Yes.
Yeah, Pranam, Dr.
Pranam.
My question is that, first of all, I understood maybe a little bit, but when we do it, we will understand more. But Kala Vahana is literally, what does it mean? Kala, it is Kala Vahana, it is Kala Vahana. Vahana, I understand. Kala also has, it is Kala also understand, but if you can explain it, it would be
Yes.
helpful.
So, आवाहन आप समझते हैं? आवाहन
Avahan, oh, it is Avahan, okay, because I was thinking
कला आवाहन है, ये कलाओं का आवाहन करना. कला
Okay, okay.
कला प्रकृति की कलाएं होती हैं
Right.
जिनको हम नेचर, प्रकृति शक्ति, राइट, नेचर.
Right.
सो
right.
उनकी जो कलाएं हैं उनको हम आवाहित कर रहे हैं अपने शरीर के अंदर, अपने चक्रों के अंदर. इसी
Okay.
की कला आवाहन है एक्चुअली.
Okay, it's Kala, right.
यस.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, any other? There's a question from Swarupa ji. Will this help if your spouse is behaving strangely and want to separate from you?
You can start by having this dialogue that you want to reset the equation of your relationship, and for doing that you'd like him or her to participate in this wonderful process where you want to honor him, you want to respect him, and you have to start from zero. If he's willing for that, then definitely yes, why not? You can make a brand new beginning to your marriage, to your equation. If he's willing to come and participate just by being the recipient of it also, it could totally transform what has happened. It could erase the scarring, it could erase the hurt in your relationship. So that's a wonderful way to start your new life with that person.
Yeah. Sai Srinivas ji, you can unmute yourself and ask.
हाँ जी, प्रणाम जी.
Pranam.
हाँ गुरु जी, आप दोनों को प्रणाम जी. अभी माँ को अपना बेटी समझ करके जो भी श्री चक्र अपना पास पहले हमारा पास श्री चक्र था जी, अभी नहीं है। अभी श्री चक्र बाई करने के लिए भेजा है, वो आएगा जी 1 वीक 2 वीक्स के अंदर आ सकते हैं। 5x5 का साइज है जी उसका। जो भी उसमें त्रिकोण और बिंदु है ना जी, वो त्रिकोण में मतलब त्रिकोण अपना अपना समझ के, जो बिंदु है वो शंकर जी समझ के अपना मन को वो बिंदु में लीन करके वैसे ही बैठ सकते हैं जी पूरा समय में
हाँ
आराधना।
हाँ बिल्कुल, why not? But the workshop is happening tomorrow. So in case you want to participate tomorrow and you don't have the Shri Yantra, because
हाँ जी,
आपको वो अभी कब वक्त दिन लगेंगे आने में, तो आप
हाँ
लेके
जी,
आ सकते हैं पूजा में। आप एक 2D श्री यंत्र का फोटो लेके लैमिनेट कर लीजिए और उसको
हाँ जी।
लेके
नहीं
आइए पूजा में।
नहीं जी, पहले था वो कुछ प्रॉब्लम है करके उसको पानी में डालने के लिए मेरा गुरु जी दूसरा ने बोला।
आप वो नया कर सकते हैं, आज कर सकते हैं, उसमें कोई देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम।
नहीं 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 जी, नहीं तो वो जो भी श्री चक्र में नवावरण है वो हम में मन में वो सोच के जो है वो ऐसा भावना कर सकते हैं ना जी अपना शरीर में।
हाँ, क्यों नहीं कर सकते? द श्री
नहीं तो
यंत्र is the cosmic design of the universe. It is your
हाँ जी,
body is a Shri Yantra. So
हाँ जी।
definitely you can do. But what is the
अप,
question?
अपना अपना बॉडी श्री चक्र समझ के जो पार्ट में श्री चक्र का जो नवावरण बोला है ना जी,
हाँ
उसी भाव में लीन होके वो ऐसे कर सकते हैं ना जी।
बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं। वेरी
हाँ
ऑस्पिशियस,
जी,
वेरी ब्यूटीफुल भावा। थैंक यू फॉर योर
हाँ जी,
क्वेश्चन जी। नेक्स्ट
हाँ,
क्वेश्चन प्लीज,
हाँ।
बिकॉज वी आर
About the
शॉर्ट ऑन
yeah.
टाइम। या
So for the ladies, they are asking if they are going through their menstrual cycle, if they can attend.
now, if I were to say that yes, you must do the puja during your menstrual cycle, because at that point of time you are the living goddess already. So there is no not doing it. There is no question of why not to do. In fact, those days are even more auspicious for you to do the puja, because you're already like the bleeding Kamakhya Devi yourself.
And is there any specific time or one can do the puja on himself at any time, or you have to maintain and follow a strict regime for that? This is from Mr. Raghav.
Okay, there is no strict regime, but definitely a self-discipline of a daily time would be very wonderful. The Brahma Muhurta from 3 o'clock in the morning to say 5 o'clock would be a wonderful time to do. Fridays would be very auspicious to do. Paurnamis would be very auspicious to do. Navratras days would be very auspicious to do. But there's no dictum on when you must not do. There is lot of opportunity for you to do. I will never tell you not to do. When you are ready, you must do.
So is there any Purusharna for this specific days or specific
No,
time?
no.
Right.
Okay.
And there's a question that will you be providing a recording of the process which is happening tomorrow, or will it only be a live event?
There will be a recording, but it is suggestible and very much I compel you to please come and attend the puja, because that's a living thing and that's happening. So please come and attend more. Definitely the recording will be given. There will be a PDF also. There will be a recording also, but please try and make it.
If is it possible that you can give a kind of PDF for the steps and the process and the mantras which will be used during the process in advance, for those people who are confirming their seats in this process, so that they are aligned already, they are aware. But are you going to
Yes.
go ahead?
So Vinay ji, there is a free SriVidya course on my website for the past 5 years. Okay. वहां पर आपको सिर्फ जाना है, वो लिंक हम आपको दे देंगे, आप वो लिंक में जाइए और आप उसमें अपने ईमेल एड्रेस डालेंगे तो आप एनरोल हो जाएंगे कोर्स के लिए। कोर्स के अंदर बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, चैप्टर्स हैं, मतलब जैसे बुक के अंदर चैप्टर्स होते हैं, वहां पर आपको एक चैप्टर मिलेगा कला वाहना का, जिसमें आपको सारे मंत्र, उन मंत्रों के एक्सप्लेनेशन, संस्कृत मंत्रों की जो एक्सप्लेनेशन इंग्लिश में है, अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं कि कौन कौन सी कलाज हम इन्वोक करते हैं, कौन कौन से मंत्र हैं, सब कुछ आपको उस फ्री कोर्स की लिंक पे मिलेगा। आप अगर वो
Okay.
जानना चाहें तो हम आपको प्री वर्कशॉप भी आपको दे सकते हैं। आप मुझे या भैरव जी को व्हाट्सएप करेंगे ना, तो मैं आपको लिंक दे दूंगी कोर्स का। आप वहां जाकर पढ़ सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं कि कल क्या होगा।
Right.
अगर आप थोड़े से इंटेलेक्चुअली उसको डिसेक्ट करना चाहते हैं तो देर इज अ डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी प्रोसेस स्टेप, including the mudras, the avahans, the matrukas, everything is there.
So,
Thank you very much.
Rinkuji is asking that can we do this puja by ourselves later too, or we will always have to enroll for a workshop?
No, that is why the course has been made. You take up the course and you do it every day in your own home. You don't need to come, and this workshop is happening
It's
tomorrow.
like once you will be telling the complete process, and once they are aware of the process and then they go through the video, I think they can correlate with it in
Yes.
a much better way. That's the thought, I suppose.
Yes, and also experience the puja perception, the live puja that's happening tomorrow. That would be a different experience than the ecos. I feel that that's a more elevated level. So you can come for the workshop and then take up the course and do it every day, learn every day and do on yourself.
Right. Srinivas ji, you had something
हाँ
more?
जी, हाँ जी, प्रणाम जी गुरु जी। हम पूछने का था अभी जो अभी श्री चक्र के बारे में पूछा, अपना बॉडी श्री चक्र समझ के जो अपना बॉडी में माता है वो बाला त्रिपुर सुंदरी सोचेंगे। हमको बालाजी का और बाला त्रिपुर सुंदरी का षोडशी का मंत्र दीक्षा मिला जी, माँ की आप सभी का कृपा से। वो जब अपना जीव भाव से जो माँ अपना बॉडी में बैठ के ही है, उसी भाव से वो जो आप बोला ना वो पादुका जो स्क्वायर है ना जी, स्क्वायर वृत्त ऐसा है ना, जो नवावरण में आते, उसी भाव से अपना बॉडी को मतलब अपना बॉडी में माँ बैठ के है अपना बेटी का रूप में, उसको पूजा मन में कर सकते हैं ना जी।
आपने ये क्वेश्चन पहले भी पूछा है जिसका जवाब यही है कि बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं। क्यों नहीं
हाँ
कर
जी,
सकते? आपको पूछने की जरूरत है ही नहीं। ये एक मानसिक जो आप कह रहे हैं ना, दैट इज बेसिकली दैट मार्गा फॉर द एलिवेटेड souls who are able to do the internal worship. They don't
हाँ
need
जी,
the worship outside. So you are following
हाँ जी,
that path of tantra, which is very much correct, and you can do it. But if you
हाँ
know,
जी,
if you know the techniques for it, do you know,
हाँ जी,
are you well versed with any technique which helps you to do an internal prayer? Or is it
वो
just
टेक्निक,
devotional है सिर्फ वो?
हाँ जी वो टेक्निक, लेकिन वो जो प्रोसेस है वो हमको मालूम नहीं जी, लेकिन फिर भी वो माँ को हमारा बॉडी में प्रे कर रहा हूँ जी।
There is another very beautiful set of experiments I'm doing with myself and with others also,
हाँ जी,
which may help you in your internal worship, and that is
हाँ जी,
placing your Shri Yantra on the top of your crown chakra and
हाँ जी,
meditating with it, even for
हाँ जी,
less than 5 minutes. So please try
हाँ
to
जी,
do that. You will see your
हाँ जी,
calibration happening in less than 5 minutes. It's very
हाँ जी,
meditative. Okay. So आपका अंदर का जो मेरू है, your body's
हाँ
meru
जी,
is going to
हाँ जी,
align with the Shri
हाँ जी,
Yantra
हाँ
geometry.
जी,
But there
जी,
is only one prerequisite, that the Shri Yantra has to be of accurate geometry that you are placing on your head, not any Shri Yantra. It will not work.
हाँ जी,
And second,
ओके,
please try to use a hollow Shri Yantra, not a solid one.
हेलो वाला, हाँ जी,
Hollow. Okay. So
हाँ जी,
please try to experiment and work with this, and you can share your
हाँ जी,
experiences. Yes.
हाँ जी। हमने 2008 में हम बाबा जी के मंदिर में रहता हूँ जी, पुट्टपर्ती में सत्साई बाबा जी का। वो
जी।
दर्शन आने का पहले वही भाव से जब मेरा बॉडी श्री चक्र है करके सहस्रार में वो बिंदु का स्थान में शिव जी का मूर्ति है, उसमें मन लीन करके बैठ गया। हम जब कर रहा हूँ, बाबा जी आया दर्शन करने के लिए, 10 मिनट कब आया कब गया भी मालूम नहीं पड़ा। वही बिंदु भाव में हम लीन होके ऐसी हो गया जी।
Wonderful. That is very blessed and blessed state. Just enjoy and celebrate your state. Don't try to dissect it mentally. It's happening.
हाँ जी,
Trust it.
अभी भी जो मंदिर में साईश्वर लिंग है करके बाबा जी ने अतिरुद्र किया, उसी लिंग का मेरा मन में जब भी हम बैठ के ध्यान करता हूँ, उसी लिंग का सामने अभी उसका बाजू में खड़ा कर दिया जी मेरे को, मतलब हम पुजारी जी को हेल्प कर रहा हूँ।
Very nice, Srinivas ji.
जी
Actually, we have many people from different countries who do not understand Hindi, and they are requesting
हाँ
us
जी
to, switch over to English. So, and we'd also like to close this session because it was meant to be a 1 hour session. So maybe
हाँ
you
जी
can
जी
share your thoughts to me on a long email. You can write to me. I will give you
ओ-
my email
ओ-
address. You can
ओके
share
जी,
your
धन्यवाद।
experiences more, no problem.
हाँ
But
जी
let us use this platform for
हाँ
a
जी
while.
हेलो मैम।
Yes, please.
ओके, थैंक यू जी,
Thank you. Thank you.
हेलो मैम।
थैंक यू।
Yes. Hello, Ji.
मैम माय नेम इज अनामिका और मैम मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम आपका सेशन ज्वाइन किया है। मैंने काफी देर से आपको फेसबुक पे मैंने फॉलो कर रही हूँ, बट मेरी थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम है कि मेरे को इंग्लिश इतनी समझ नहीं आती, तो मैं इसलिए आपका कभी सेशन अटेंड नहीं कर पाई। ठीक है मैम। तो मैम मुझे बस आपका बहुत बहुत थैंक यू बोलना है, क्योंकि जैसे आप काल भैरव या और चीजों के बारे में बताते हो, मुझे मतलब अपने ग्रंथ है हर चीजों के बारे में बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज मिली है। तो मैम मुझे थैंक यू बोलना था आपको बहुत सारा।
Thank you so
ठीक
much,
है,
Anamika Ji, for your inspirations, for your blessings, for your kindness. And
थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
you are speaking in such fluent Hindi. Please come for the sessions. We talk in both mixed medium because we definitely speak in English and Hindi. और आप बहुत अच्छी हिंदी बोल रहे हैं, आप आ सकते हैं सारे सेशंस में।
हाँ जी मैम, थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
सारी
थैंक यू। ओके मैम। मैम मैंने आपसे ना काल काल भैरव का होमन भी करवाना है, तो इस बार मेरे को ना मतलब इन्फॉर्म बाद में हुआ है, मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम मैंने करवाना आपसे।
most
ठीक
welcome.
है,
You're most welcome.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Contact Bhairav Ji for that Kal Bhairav Homam.
हाँ जी मैम, ठीक है जी। ओके मैम, मैंने जो आपका नंबर था ना उस पे एक दो बार व्हाट्सअप किया था, तो वहाँ पे सर ने मतलब अटेंड किया था मुझे।
It's
आप,
okay. आप
हाँ जी
Bhairav Ji will contact you. ठीक है?
ठीक है मैम। ओके मैम, थैंक यू
Thank
सो मच मैम।
thank
ओके मैम।
you. Thank you.
Thank you. And if we don't have any more questions, then I think we can call it a day. And again, for those who would like to participate in the live puja and would like to experience the process of Kalavana, how to do it on yourselves. This is a wonderful opportunity because there are a few other SriVidya schools also, but they are all teaching it in a physical manner. This is the first time where on a Zoom you can learn and understand that how it is done in person. So it saves you from hassles of traveling and going here and there and then staying there, making those kind of arrangements. You can easily learn this how to do it on your own and then practice it further with the help of videos and the courses which are available on Dr. Pallavi's website. So tomorrow 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time is when we are starting the course, and you can send me a WhatsApp message to enroll. And with this, I would like to thank all of you for your time for attending this preview of Kala Vahana workshop. And also thank to Dr. Pallavi for coming here and resolving the queries and giving information about the course. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
everyone.
much, Bhairav Ji,
Shri
for
Matre
your
Namah.
support. Shri Matre Namah.